Hello, artists. Now we're going to do this exercise of the body of movements in caricature, of the body of mobility, of sketch. Let's get started. Look, we're going to create a character. Will also serve us for creation of characters. Is the same character. If you notice, let's see what their proportions are going to be, what their characteristics are, and starting to draw it, we started to throw our sketch. Looking for the movement. Anatomically correct, I explain. Is it a figure? No, we are not. Indeed, we are not doing the human anatomy as it is, but yes, the anatomical movements, a little tea that they gifted me, they brought from India. Now look how we are throwing these movements. If you notice, our element to draw is a character that has basically the head, the trunk, the movement of the trunk, legs, has what feet are obviously, the knees and the elbows, and through all those joints of all those movements, we are achieving that he is in different positions. Look here how we are doing it. Did you see that curve? I guide myself with that curve to give it the movement to the body. The body has to look relatively real. The movement has to show us, convince them, that nothing breaks, that it is not given to him. Nothing was diverted. It has to be well planted, well positioned. And for that these exercises are for. Play with all those issues of the movement of the human body. I insist, caricature, I insist. It's a sketch, but it's going to help us a lot. There I got references, if you realize. Take into account to know more or less where it goes. The head, where the body goes. Remember that I have always said references here will attract a flower or a little leg. References help us for that. For references, doesn't mean we have to go over directly from them, and it has to be exact and perfect. Isn't it, to arrange our drawing right? That is what these exercises are about. So I told you to understand the movement of the human body, not that. That's what this exercise is about, as I told you. I said, and well, there we are working little by a little. We have several movements, if you notice. Take into account. Let's try to express them as best as we can. Possible by adding a little volume. Here we bring this other movement that it's very interesting because it's like a karate kick or taekwondo, I mean. The point is to practice the movements. Look how it is standing in this base leg and throw. Like a kick. Something like that, I think. No. Then the hand also shows us what that is doing. Movement, look. How am I measuring the proportions of the body? How I make the hand there up to the finger, and everything, and this last one that is going to be sitting. But we continue the movement first of that line we propose now. If the content was useful, I like the exercise. Like it, comment on it. Share it, save it, and well, already we study a little movements of the body that do not. I forgot the signature, and well, dear drawers, we squeeze it a little and leave it with a goodbye salute.